All right, top right, we got Gumiho leading 1-0. Bottom left, we have Special down 0-1. You know, it looked like that last game was really quite close. Quite close. And Gumiho ended up taking it down. But we shall see. Special going for a Proxy Rax to open. 2 Proxy Racks, in fact. So it should be a double Proxy Rax Reaper, most likely. Great build in the matchup. Lots of CFA here now, though. I guess you're from PEI guy in the chat. Do I really count as CFA, though, if my wife is from the island? I'm not one of these rich Ontario monies coming in and buying up everything. They call... Okay, so here's a funny thing about where I moved to, right? This place, Prince Edward Island, it's very small. They call anyone who wasn't born here a CFA, a come-from away. They literally call everyone CFAs, so I'm a CFA. So you have to literally be born here, or you're a CFA. I'm always a foreigner. Anywhere I go, man, I don't belong. I have to go back to the shithole Salem, New Hampshire to be where I belong with my people. Oh my god. So, yeah, the double proxy coming up over here. Double Reaper being made. And it's a single Reaper and then also the factory. So, like, Gumiho's build definitely can counter this. We'll see where he goes with that first Reaper and what he makes afterwards. If he starts a second Reaper, that's generally the best thing that you can do. Yep, there it is. There it is. And Gumi will go down to check. This is really super normal. So he sees 2. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? I can't even believe that he just caught that. Gumiho taking this super seriously right now. Bringing all of his SCVs to the side. That was actually... I was actually kind of thinking that looked stupid for a moment, but that actually worked out pretty well. He completely denied them coming up. Honestly, he would have lost more if he hadn't done that. Dude. Did Gumiho figure something new out about defending this? It seems that way. Huh. That was legit. He blocked the entire jump-up spot. That was super legit. Because, like, when they get up there, it starts to snowball, and you actually kite and kill so much stuff. But that was, like... That was nice. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of sitting here thinking about the mass SCV pull. It's because I've seen so many games with these openers against each other, like specifically these openers, when you lose that first Reaper like that, a lot of times you end up taking so much damage. Gumiho is up a worker. He's up a fucking worker right now. I'm actually kind of blown away by it. It reminds me, you know what? My whole brain is, like, jumping all over the place. Okay, I gotta say a couple things. So there's 2 things this makes me think of. First off, when proxy Barracks Marauders come and Protoss don't pull enough probes, and I always talk about, Pig talks about this too now, I think, as well. Talk about how it's like you have to pull more probes than you think you need. Everyone pulls too few probes and dies to it. It's crazy, right? And then we see Gumiho do this, and it's like, of course, you just block the whole jump up so they just can't come in your base. If they come up, they're taking like 15, 20 damage per attack round from SCVs. They can't live through that. They have to jump down. Yeah, you lose a couple SCVs. It's fine. You keep everything out of your base. And then a Reaper comes up and they can't do it anymore. It's fucking brilliant, okay? It's about denying them in your base and having the critical mass of units on the edge. You know what else? Guys, do you know what else Gumiho was the first player to fucking play correctly against? Something exactly like this. When Adept Phoenix was the strongest build in PvZ, it was a course of, I don't know, 3 months or so. It was the strongest build. People were whining about it. the first player to play correctly against it was Gumiho. And there was this tournament where it was a super tournament, and he was the only Terran that advanced. Because everyone else played like a fucking moron. They're like, well, it's Phoenix Adept. I better try to send drops out because I'm a pro gamer. And Gumiho just masked up and hit critical mass and fucking killed shit. So anyways, awesome stuff. Very, very interesting. No, it used to be a strat against Terran. Phoenix Adept. Anyways, really cool shit. I needed you guys to pay attention. That's why I put my head on the screen. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back. Now, Special coming in with the double Cyclone drop. Let's see how much he gets done here. That was kind of weird, Micro. This attack coming up from Gumiho, though, is a little bit scary. He has a disable. Right? Yeah, there it is. Uh-oh, you're in trouble. At least he unsieged before. Ooh, a lot of SCVs running past. The double Cyclone drop continues to harass over here, but it definitely feels like this attack is doing much, much better. But maybe over time this one can grind. No. He needed a double lock on the Viking, I think, here to have a real chance. Yeah, that's funny. He kills it, but, like, loses everything else. Okay, so lots of special SCVs fell here. He is going to retake the low ground, but, well, he's only down 4 workers, I guess. That's not that bad. And his army quality isn't too bad either, right? Like, he has some high quality stuff down there. Right, well, it's surprising to me because this looked very Gumi favored. It's surprising to me that he's only up like 5 workers and like a little bit of army supply. And actually, when you look at the army quality, like, Specials is very, very good. And in fact, is he going to go mech here? He does not actually have to. Okay, he's not. He's gonna go bio, but he's opening very heavy Viking tank, which will scale him better than Gumiho, very likely. Now, Gumiho is making some Vikings, so there's a possibility he fights for that air dominance now, despite the fact that he's already started his stim. A little scan going off. Special just trying to get as much intel as possible there. See what's what. Yeah, Gumi just... this is a very common thing to see Gumiho doing. Just a huge group of units. Kind of like roaming back and forth, looking to see if there's any sort of way in. I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit of a fan of the fact that right now he is building up his Viking count, but Special's still doing it too. This is a really good way to play TvT. Like, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of how, like, Bjorn plays it, for instance. It's entertaining, but I think in theory it's not that good. I think that in theory this type of way, where you're putting more into Vikings and siege tanks to gain that early advance... well, it's not the... it scales better. I can't believe he just did that. That's... was that good? I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I guess he killed the army, so it's pretty good, but he lost a lot of Vikings in there. He had a serious amount of fucking Vikings. Anyways, I really like this style of play that we're watching right now from Special. Yeah, and Gumiho's doing it too as well, of course. But when you make a bunch of Vikings and tanks, those things like scale basically till the end of the game. Like, the more you have, the better position you're in. Right? They're a little bit harder to use, but it's just such a fantastic couple of units. And you can see that, right? If he has air control, he can either push in or just hold, like, endlessly. That's a weird disable. That's a super weird disable. Huh. Oh, that's a weird sound effect. I don't think I've ever heard that. Okay, so Gumi is starting his bioproduction. Getting a couple more racks there. Specializes third base landed. Is he going to build a missile turret there? Oh my god. That's so funny. You never see that in StarCraft 2. That's a StarCraft 1 thing. All right. That's funny that he's making a turret there. I'm like kind of caught off guard. Now a second factory for special, so he actually is going to go mech. Never mind. When he made the eBay, I thought for sure that that was going to signal a +1 starting just to get ready. But he definitely is going towards mech right now. It's almost more of a Sky Terran, to be honest, with the amount of Vikings he's been creating this whole time. And now he is going to be able to take this out. He has a Cyclone on the ground that's really shifting it towards him as well. Can't really see that there, but look at this. He actually had that turret, and oh my god, he's building depots, man. It's like he's playing StarCraft 1 Terran. I love it. But, you know, Gumiho comes out and smashes through all that with the Marine Siege Tank. That was a very cleanup. Considering what that looked like, it looked like Special was going to make it messy, but 4 Siege Tanks is honestly not that many. Now, Special comes over the other side and putting a lot of damage on that command center. He's just going to have to expand to 12 with this. Just forget about this area. Special controls it. Oh my god, he's just going to lose it. The orbital goes down. That's brutal. That's brutal. Special really taking a hold of this game. The fact that he's had a third base up this long, that's oof. Now Liberators being added in. Now see, this is really why you need that Viking advantage, is because then Liberators come out. If you have the Viking advantage, you can do a Liberator siege tank push where you simply make their siege tanks unsiege or die to the Liberators. And the only, like, if you don't have Thors out, you can't, there's no ground that can hit that, right? They just range each other so well. So really good play here from Special add in those 3 Liberators. He has to make sure he keeps the Viking count higher. Of course, Vikings absolutely destroy Liberators, so that's why you have to have that winning Viking count. He actually is sending 2 Liberators up for harassment, which is fine. But the push I was talking about is very consequential. We'll probably see a sum this game. Comes up with these Vikings. His siege tank count seems to be just enough, and Gumiho's going to go ahead and GG. That was a well-played one by Special. That was kind of wild, because Gumiho got him to lift the natural. He killed a lot of SCVs. The counter Cyclone drop did not feel as good, but it did good enough. And Special just kind of outplayed him with the it was not even exactly mech, but very close. Yeah, apparently Trigger and Dark are in an epic 22-minute match. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that, but we will get into game number 3 here of Gumiho and Special. Unfortunately, Mapu is having a little bit of a connection issue right now. Something seems to be happening in Japan. So we'll see. We'll see if hopefully it holds up for the rest of the tournament. Alpoga. It's Alopga. It's not Alpoga. It's Alopga. Come on. StarCraft 2 almost over? We don't know yet. We don't know. If Mapu's internet goes to shit and they ask him to leave, then yes, it will end. But hopefully that won't occur. I would like to see the rest of the tournament. We're in the top 4 right now. Oh, shit! Guys, look at this. Wayne took down Beyond 2-1. That is actually, out of all the matches in the quarterfinals, that was the one I was least interested in. We actually casted some Wayne last week, and he's very good. It's Vanya, for anyone wondering. who Wayne is. He's changed his ID a lot of times. He was Vanya, then Ratatat, and now he's Wayne. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's so stupid. Hurts my brain. But he's a good Zerg player from Europe. He plays every week. But yeah, like, out of all these matches, that was the one I was least interested in. We saw Wayne versus Gumiho last week, and Gumiho just fucking... Dude, he splayed him. It was gross. It was gross. So, anyways, Gumiho's special. Winner here goes to the finals. And Wayne he's the winner of Dark and Trigger, which is kind of crazy. Here we go. Game number 3. In the bottom right, we have Gumiho. Top left, we have Special. Why is Wayne a funny name? I don't know. When I think of Wayne, I think of Wayne's World. Or John Wayne Gacy. Who else is Wayne? I don't even know. Wayne Gretzky. That's right. I'm in Canada now. Shit. Bruce Wayne? Lil Wayne? Alright, I think we got them all. John Wayne. Damn. Wayne Brady. Okay. How about Wayne about Protoss? Huh? A Terran Wayner? Huh? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Reaper openers here on both sides. No proxies or anything like that. You know, it's funny because that game actually, now that I'm thinking back, right? Special opened up with the double proxy X Reaper. Gumiho had kind of like a masterful hold of it, despite losing his first Reaper, unluckily. Kind of crazy. Another hour of stream. I have 2 hours of stream left. And this is the top 4, so yeah, we're going to have more Brood War tonight than we normally do on these nights. All right. I mean, nothing really going down quite yet. Gumiho is going for his factory a little bit quicker, command center a little bit slower, but that should get started now as well. Yeah, there it is. Ah, okay. So Gumiho going for the Reactor Reaper plus the Hellion production. That's pretty normal stuff. We see that quite often. So he'll probably go across the map and mix it up a little bit. Special right now is actually not getting a tech lab. Normally, you'll see one side get the tech lab. Ah, he's going to get a mine. Okay. You can lay a mine kind of like on your ramp, which kind of screws up the attack in of the Reaper Hellion a little bit. Pretty solid move. You know, it immediately eliminates a unit, and you just have to sacrifice that unit. But if you sacrifice the unit and you pull the mine up and kill that unit with your units, that becomes a problem. So, like, when you see that the mine is there, sometimes you just back up. We'll see how he wants to deal with it, but watch. See, this is exactly what you're about to see, right? He's going to pop up. He's going to see the line. He's going to turn around. Oh, he doesn't turn around. He actually runs forward to bring the damage. That was actually good micro right there. Seems like Special did not pull back quite quickly enough, which is normally what you'll see there, so that the splash drag doesn't hurt so much. But it's good that it hit the lead Hellion as well there on the right-hand side. Very, very nice. So yeah, Special waits for another unit, comes down with the double Hellion, and we'll be able to push everything back. So right now, Raven coming up. Yeah, Cyclones on both sides. Little siege tank coming up from Gumi. Oh, does the siege right there. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Counterplay here with the Banshee. Pretty good job so far. Does not, he cannot lose that. My God. Do not let that thing die. Jeez. Yeah, looks like this Banshee will get picked off. Only 3 kills on that side. Kind of problematic over here. Does get the lock on with the Cyclone against the Cyclone. Throws the auto turret down, very importantly. Oh, God. Targets his opponent's Cyclone. Very nicely done. And his siege tank gonna fall without the kill. Oh, dude. Special fell apart. GG. Yeah, the Banshee going across. The Banshee could have been helpful over there, but yeah.